Hello, 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 hello. Atakash Abuza, welcome. Thanks for coming back. Sorry about yesterday. It seemed Twitch decided that no videos wanted to load, even though streamers were still live and, you know, like, Slobs was telling me everything was A-OK, no connection issues, but Twitch's end, no one could load any videos. So that was cool. So I cut stream, waited around, still wasn't fixed, and just went off to go and take care of other stuff, like working on the bots. So I've added a few things to the bot. We do now have some GIFs associated with commands. So far, only one has sound. It's headpat S, plural. Try it again. I want to make sure it's working right. There you go. So Headpats is now working for Ein whenever she can join us again. I've also added a GIF to Hug as well as Give Hug. And I've added another command that has sound as well as a GIF that you guys can activate anytime I'm triggered. And hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully. Never. Murlocs never. Ever. As much as I can avoid any memories of World of Warcraft, the better. Especially Murlocs. But how you guys doing, Habuza? Tucker, how you guys doing? Your week going well? Your Tuesday going okay? I went out to the store and bought some coffee supplies, and you know when if you're a coffee drinker, you know when you have some really cheap creamer just by the taste. Your niceness bit you in the rear end? How come? Like something I'd do. What? Bite his rear end? That does sound like something you would do, Tucker. Girlfriend wanted to have a raptor named for her, so I did. Then the raptor proceeded to kill the T-Rex it was housed with. Dude! It's just like in Gundam. Your girlfriend is stronger than everything you hold dear. Well, here, I'll give you a hug. How the money that thing cost, dear. Exactly. Like a proper girlfriend. Your money isn't your money. That's how it works. Alright, I think everything seems to be functioning properly. Hopefully. So, the one command that I made that does have sound, I'm hoping isn't too loud. Let's find out. Because if it's too loud, I'm disabling it. I'm not fixing it now. Let's see what happens. That's not bad. So there's the command I created for any time that I'm losing my shit and y'all want to call me out on it. Or if you guys are triggered. Just thought it would be funny. I also added new sound effects to the alerts. Well, some of the alerts. Bits are still not updated. What follows, hosts, raids, subscriptions, I've changed all their sound effects to different things. Like hosts and raids are now using a little bit of music from Trails of Cold Steel. Just because I liked it. When the hell does a raptor beat a T-Rex? When the raptor's your girlfriend. That's when. You should have known better. Should have given her own cage. Don't you know she needs her space? Alright, so, quick recap. Twitch stopped us from getting through to the summer festival, but we are currently in the underground waterways. We found a secret tunnel. Well, we found it, and then the characters finally caught up to what we found. For a secret tunnel. And we are currently heading down that way to see where it leads. We are all done with the tasks that we were already given for day 2 of our field study. So we are so close to that summer festival. Now, I started finally closer to a time that I wanted to, but I still have to give you some bad news. This will have to be considered, as you saw in the title, part 9.5 instead of part 10. It's going to be the second half of yesterday's stream because today at 5 o'clock Eastern I have to go and join some family for some big video call reunion. I don't know. I'm probably going to be bored. But I gotta be a good boy and be the only one there who's not doing it straight from their phone. Sounding like they're talking through a second tin can. So, you know, that kind of fun stuff. But I should be back for BioStream tonight at 8. We'll be doing some more of the Crossouts new event that's going on right now, which is like the Battlefield mode. So if y'all want to catch us at that later on, I will do another reminder at the end of the stream. But for now, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get to that goddamn summer festival. It's family, gotta happen, exactly. So I have no idea at what point y'all stopped being able to watch. I don't know if you saw the end of the boss fight that we did. I don't know if you saw when we finally noticed, but there was a secret tunnel, or a secret path right here in this section in Waterway 3, or in Waterway 2. No, but she is now locked away in electrified concrete enclosure of her own. Nice. And we came down here, got a couple of chests, nothing too crazy if I remember correctly. But we're continuing down this hidden section of the underground waterways. Boss start is where Twitch died. Well, I mean, I haven't checked, but I believe, knock on wood, that the VOD from yesterday continued to record. From the nature of Twitch's error yesterday, I don't think it screwed up the recording for the VOD. You got right up. So, are you saying that my boss fight broke Twitch for everybody? Is that what you're telling me? It's all my fault. Damn it. I really am the worst. Well, we beat the boss. He, in fact, wasn't too strong. I didn't even go all ham on him. As you can see, we still have most of our people with full CP. I actually didn't have to go too crazy. Elliot's arts destroyed it. That is correct. Elliot's arts are broke Twitch. So I'm sorry, but I believe the VOD has it. I will probably double check after stream to see if that's the case. Otherwise, we're all SOL because I'm the only one who saw the fight. Fishy.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Ah, I missed one. Oh well. Trying to make it a little easier on them, you know? Give them a chance. Not that they have one.
A second form. Gale! My turn.
Look at that, they're all perfect for him to put to sleep.
Right. No escape.
Okay.
Don't need to waste it. You're basically out of the fight.
Target's eliminated. Let's get going. Hostile spotted. Beginning. I'll handle it.
0 arts. Free spell. Hell yeah. Those are great. Nice.
Here we go. Second form. Gale! My turn.
Alright, y'all, if you don't kill anybody, Elliot's going to devour their souls. So get to work.
Here.
Chance when Elliot is on the field.
Of course.
What, you want me to make him the one running around on the actual field? I'll let Elliot kill them. Elliot, eat up, boy.
Is everybody okay? Not bad. I did it.
You want our boy Elliot on the field? Pick up the item, Elliot.
Oh, there's the exit.
I mean, good for your exit, but I want that
finally
treasure chest. No, guys, let me climb the ladder.
I spy treasure.
Elliot's secretly the extra after story secret boss. He is the final boss. At the end of Trails of Cold Steel 4, Elliot shows up. And just goes, Green, this could have gone differently, but now you and the world must feed my hunger. Pulls out a orbital staff made of people's spinal cords. We're turning our peanut into such a monster. Alright, what did I just pick up? I didn't even see. La Forte. Ooh, medium area strength buff. The strength plus 10. Oh, hell yeah. Swap that shit out. I don't want that buff. Oh, wait. My ability gives the same buff. I don't need it. Give that to somebody else. I don't think anybody else needs it right now. Give it to you just in case I need the buff. casually rips out the main character's soul and have a fight with what's left of your party. Elliot just looks at us. Allow me to play you the requiem of your demise. He's no longer a peanut. Elliot will always be my peanut. What's through here? We're in the Ost District? We are. Something's coming out of the tunnels. Seem to emerge on the Ost District. Machias' home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, I had no idea that underground passage went all the way from the port to here. That network of tunnels beneath the city really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. I'll say, maybe it's a sign. King? What's that? That must be the chime to mark the noon hour. Oh, we're only halfway through the day, too. Heimdall's Cathedral Bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away over in the Sank District, but you can hear it pretty clearly even here. Elliot, the devourer of worlds, connoisseur of souls, executioner of life. I need to get some sort of royalty-free sound. Just like evil chanting. And just have like a GIF just zooming in on Elliot's face. Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from one of the local shops? We don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to coffee at our house. We get to go see Machias' house. You mean, Machias, you're inviting us into your home? Red eye glare, evil eyes. No, make it super Mimi. One eye goes blue. Megalovania chimes in. Make it as cringy as possible. Oh, so this is the capital's famous fish and chips. That looks like hot dogs. That looks like you all have hot dogs. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. Yeah, that pub's supposed to be pretty well known for their fish and chips. I'll admit it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. Better eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. With that attitude? Come on, good greasy food will always be good. It could be like 4 days old and made of stone at that point, and you'd still eat it. Right? That's just me. Don't forget the speech bubble that says, I will now play you a beautiful song, the Requiem of Your Death. I like Requiem of Your Demise. That one just, tastes so good. What food isn't better than wartime rations? Coffee seems pretty high class though. It's got a nice, rich fragrance. Oh yeah? Let me see how the coffee is. Yep, still tastes like very cheap creamer. You buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yeah, it looks like my father went out and stocked up not too long ago. Now and then he gets a chance to take some time away from his duties and come relax here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life, I think. That's good. That does sound like something I could see Governor Regnant saying. Seems like quite a respectable man to me. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belonging to an important official like the Imperial Governor. Coffee, otherwise known as Dale water? Bell water? Devil water. You forgot the V. Oops. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries. As I said, my father and I are commoners through and through. He might be a top official, but neither of us really saw that as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachment to this house. Alright. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though. Really cozy and relaxing.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
Little baby Machias. Stardot just messaged me, don't break Twitch.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though.
Governor looks like he hasn't aged. At all. Like he's some sort of monster.
Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
You can see that hatred hidden in them eyes.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died.
Oof.
Around 6 years ago.
Oh,
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
Game. Just want to enjoy the summer festival. So many feels this chapter. Come on.
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me.
My name isn't Machias.
It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
absolutely.
Glad to.
And of course, Ein's not here for when
Thanks.
Machias finally opens up.
Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually, he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself.
It is Vice Principal. You're all on the shit list. Takes off mask. Machias, you've been the principal this whole time? Curse you! How could you hide that mustache? Alright, back to the serious moment.
Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young. But Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about. Until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall. Though unlike him, he was a noble by birth.
You can hear the vitriol in his voice.
A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day. And eventually, the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words, but even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship.
All right, Tucker, no problem. Hope your day at work goes nice and smooth and you stay safe.
Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the four great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. They began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. They made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time, she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life.
Name.
It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. But I told her, he said. I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life? After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, then the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them. To show how right I was. How wrong they were.
That's why I have a shotgun. I can blow all their brains out.
But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate.
I have a feeling a certain noble family doesn't exist anymore.
I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace, too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. Always mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part. He does it without thinking.
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Well, that was a good time. Time to hit the old dusty trail. Hey, Machias' S-Craft is available. All I believe that is left is Emma. Well, lunchtime is over. It must be almost time for the summer festival decorations to start going up. Oh, I would have thought preparations for that would have started way before now. Isn't the summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? Or is the summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? Depends on who you ask, I guess. I've always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Emma's secrets will be ours sometime, Habuza. It will be. Animism doesn't seem to have mostly vanished here. Not as much as in Ruhr or Crossbow, though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the Imperial family. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, that makes sense. I guess. Is that your Arcus ringing? What's it doing ringing out here? It's Class 7, Group A, resources speaking. Would you like flies with that? Hello there, Rune. This is Karl Beck. Governor Regnitz? Why didn't you call your son? Come to think of it, he did say that we'd be able to use our Arcus communication functionality in the city, didn't he? You're Group A's representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yeah, now's totally fine. We actually just left your home. Machias invited us in for coffee. Did he now? I did a favorite specialty store roast those beans. I had a favorite specialty store roast those beans just the way I like them. It was top-notch brew, all right. With all that's been going on, it was nice to just sit down and enjoy a good cup of coffee. Well, I'm glad you were able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point, calling because we have a bit of a problem on our hands. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one additional task for me. Extra task? You can do that, sure, but what exactly is it you'd like us to do? There appears to have been a burglary at the jewelers in the Garnier district. But that's not all. The culprit seems to have left a message addressed to you. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what now, game? Your confusion is understandable. However, the jewelers submitted a report of the burglary to City Hall a short while ago. Normally, I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. We'll head over to the Garnier district at once. All right then. I leave this matter in your hands. I bet you it was that That, like, special crown that they were showing off. The circlet or whatever. What was that all about? Whatever it was, you seem perplexed. Oh, wait till you hear this. Explanation! So a jewelry boutique was burglarized and then the culprit left a message addressed to us? Weird. Oh, thinking about it, this all sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if my father could have furnished a few more details. Well, it's already past noon. Let's head over to the Garnier district and find out what happened. Who would target it at us? View material, sweet! You can totally tell that there's been a burglary. Everyone here is in a panic. There's, like, officials here and everything, and there's such a crowd formed. Oh, that's the Opera House. What am I doing? This corner store. What is it? San Corrientes. Yep. Yep. Knew what was stolen. I knew it! So ashamed letting our guard down like that was so amateur. Please, do whatever you can to get the Crimson Tiara back. Please, I'm begging you. Huh? What happened to the tiara? I don't see it anywhere. I came all the way here to see it and it's not even here? Gotta be kidding me. Phantom Thief B? This is big. Huge even. Looks like I picked one hell of a crazy time to visit the capital. Damn mall cops. Wait, Phantom Thief B? Habuza, did Stardot steal it from us and leave a message for us? That bastard. Excuse me, are you in charge of the store? We're here on behalf of the local government to investigate a reported burglary. Yes, that's right. I'm the owner. You must be the students from Thoris Military Academy. Indeed, Class 7, Group A, at your service. Oh, thank goodness. We may have yet a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. So that's the object that was stolen? Yes, exactly. It's embedded with priceless carnelian gemstones, captivating the hearts of all who gaze upon it. I don't know, I thought it was okay. It's the centerpiece of our display, under consideration to become a national treasure and valued at almost 100 million Mira. Nah, it's Star we're talking about. He would walk up and get caught before he got out the door. Yeah, good point. 100 million Mira? Pretty pricey. Yeah, I'll say. To think something that valuable could be swiped just like that? The question is, how did the thief manage to steal it? I heard the store was fitted with the best security system money could buy, so you could display the tiara safely. I'm afraid this is all due to my own carelessness. There was no problem with our recently installed security system. The problem was me falling right into Phantom Thief B's trap. What? Wait. The Phantom Thief B? Who? I've heard all manner of rumors about him, but I still find it hard to believe this was actually his doing. That name sounds kind of familiar. I mean, it doesn't sound familiar to me at all. Seems like Elliot Macias know of him. Yeah, he's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. Calls himself a liberator of beauty. And he made quite a name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. Is this the super foppish guy that we met in the previous chapter? He even gained an enthusiastic fan following for the daring and graceful methods he used during his thefts. Oh, now I remember where I've heard this name before. He's the thief who managed to steal an orbital tank from the Imperial Army? He stole an entire tank? Yeah, that's one of his most famous exploits. I seem to recall hearing that story myself. Liberator of Beauty, storm Le Siege, interrogate them all. No. Habuza, I think it's Blue Blanc. Do you remember Blue Blanc? Oh, all blue balls. Wonder how one steals a tank. So, do we know how the tiara was stolen? The NWB is well known for sending the victim a card notifying them of his intended crime before he commits it. Did he send a card this time? Yes, that's right. The card also contained this message. Your prized tiara has already been replaced with an imitation. However, the message was a feint. While we did have the utmost faith in our security system, we knew that if anyone could get past it, it would be him. We decided to open the display case to check out the tiara, but as it turns out, that's what he was counting on us to do. So that's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. I assume you weren't able to get a good look at the culprit's face? Indeed. As soon as we opened the display case, the lights all went out. By the time that we got them back on, the tiara had vanished. See, sounds like there's no ordinary thief. With a piece of value as valuable as this, can you maybe explain how you decided we'd be the optimal choice for this request? Of course, please take a look at this. To the owners of this fine establishment, I know that I have the Crimson Tiara securely in my possession. Should you fulfill my conditions, I promise that it shall be returned to you unharmed. If not, I make no guarantees. First, you must not report this incident to the Railway Military Police. Second, you must deliver the other card here to the members of Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 Group A. Third, the aforementioned Group A must overcome the trial written on said card. That would be me. It really is addressed to us. I find the thief's apparent reveling in this crime somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though, on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. True. Do you have this other card the thief mentioned? Of course, please take this. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 Group A. Should you wish to recover the treasure you seek, accept and overcome the trials I have placed before you. All of the keys lie within the Vermilion capital. The first key is at the feet of the conqueror with the heart of a lion. A riddle, is it? Well, I'm sure the Vermilion capital is referring to the city itself. But as for the feet of the conqueror, the heart of the lion, it's at the bottom of the statue. Seems like a treasure hunt. Oh, we're going national treasure on this. Sick. Who doesn't put a man near the light switch when looking at expensive jewelry? Does seem that way. So do you think you can help us out? Be happy to. Indeed, taunting us like that, I'm all for wiping that smug satisfaction off his face. Let's be off then. Thank you so much. Please find it.
Of course.
I'll handle it.
Here we go.
Well, let's go to Dreikel's Plaza, because I already answered this riddle. I am 100% certain on this. Oh!
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
I remembered, Habuza. Whee! We have to get that thing back as soon as possible.
Wow, this is a big one.
It is of the utmost importance we put all time and effort into finding the tiara.
Wow, this is a big one. Wow, this is a big one.
Would it be in bad taste to try and get a clip of him saying that to use for some really awful command? I'd be more disappointed if you didn't do it. Then clip that for me, Habuzo. That way I can steal the audio later. Conqueror with the heart of a lion. Couldn't mean anything. It couldn't mean anything other than the statue of Emperor Dreichels. Agreed. It's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Dreichels the Lionheart. And this statue is the most famous monument of him here in Heimdall. And chances are good that we're in the right place. Card said to look at his feet. Then let's do it then. Ah, here we go. It's the same type of card as the last one too. I assume we were correct then. Well, we won't know until we check. The second key is in the northeastern seats of the Prismatic Palace. So basically, we've got another scavenger. So let's see. Can't believe he's making us go through this whole rigmarole. What can we do to play along? In the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. Just what could that mean? Okay, Prismatic Palace. Prismatic Palace. We can't get into the actual palace, so I don't think it's there. The church? Are we able to get to the church? Or is it the Opera House, maybe? Can we get in? Nope, can't get in there. Are we able to get to the church? I don't remember where the church would be. Have we even been able to see the church yet? I don't think we have. Some are just as beautiful. First off, is that the... No, okay. Prismatic Palace. Mater Park? Oh, what do we have going on here? So, would it be over here?
There's so many butterflies.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
That's why I told you to take it easy. I swear you're gonna strain some muscles if you don't take it easy. Ow, ow, ow. I think I'm wrong. Oh, wait. There it is. Aha! This must be the Prismatic Palace. Yeah, all the signs point to the Crystal Garden. She leaves only the northeastern seat. I'm presuming it refers to an actual place one can sit. That's why I went over to where the grandpa was. I thought he was sitting on it. To suggest we ought to investigate this bench in the northeastern part of the garden. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Seems so. What does it say? Let's see. Third key is... At the round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. What? So, what can we do but keep going? Ah, it seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I recognize that voice. Blue Blanc! On to you. Who are you again? He's Baron Blue Blanc. Yeah, we first met him during our field study in Bereahard, I believe. Hurry, kick him in the nuts. Très bien. I am most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though, if my eyes do not deceive me, you have 2 new faces among your throng today, no? Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard mention of you from my classmates. Has your search for beauty brought you all the way to Heimdall too? You could indeed say that. However, to meet not just in Bereahard, but among the picturesque elegance of Vermilion capital as well, truly it seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable. Would you not agree? I'm not so sure. He's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yeah, unique, let's just call it that. I couldn't sense him coming at all, though, because he's Phantom Thief B. I know it. Please, the intensity of your stares is positively withering. Or is it that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly that you cannot help but gaze in wonder? Oh, I bet all the mirror I have on me that's absolutely not the case. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's still much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. Fucking know it. There he goes. So what did he come to convey to us? That guy? Who knows? Rean, you're onto him. You're onto him. You know it. You know it. Alright. This puzzle, though. I can't reread it. I can't reread it. At the round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Ha! I wrote it in my notebook. He gives me a weird feeling. I don't trust him. But at the round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Wait. No! I know it. Yep. At where we're staying. It's in here somewhere, I know it. The symbol for the bracers was a gauntlet. At the round table. The gauntlets that supported the east of the city. The gauntlet is the symbol of the Gracer Guild, isn't it? It's on their emblem, too. Yeah, the once and east parts mentioned in the note seem important as well. Yeah, because this is the eastern branch. There's also one on the west. And once, because the bracers all left a year ago. While the capital once had 2 such branches, this is the easternmost branch. This must be the round table. And here it is. He broke into our where we've been staying. That's creepy. Can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, though, from the look of things, it doesn't seem like he touched anything else. Still, not a pleasant thought. Yeah, it's kind of creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyway, let's see what the next card says. The 4th key on the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Fee, hurry, check your C4 stash. Sure enough, it's another riddle. A rather challenging one at that. On the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. So that makes me think we're either going back to Dreikel Square, because there's water there, or going over to the docks. Bottom of the white bird. Let's go to the port. Statue, maybe? I don't remember there being a statue by the water, though, other than Dreikel's statue, which we've already done.
This looks like a nice spot.
I already fished here, though, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I don't think it's the port. Well, the fountains are both the same. This is the bottom of the white bird. We're gonna have to check out each section because it can't be here. What was what in the corner? Which corner? You mean the gelato stand? Not here. Damn it, Jasmine, the one time I thought you were useful. What do we mean to Jasmine? She gave Fee a special gelato. Was this fountain, maybe? Someplace by the water is some sort of structure that's white. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Still not the Opera House, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, this one has me really lost. Doesn't the park have a river? Would it be the park again?
This park is so peaceful, it's easy to forget we're in the capital.
I could take a nap here.
You can take a nap anywhere.
Yeah, people love to come here to relax.
Just coming here reminds me of last night's ordeal.
Sounds like you had a rough night.
Like we just left that open too.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Another fishing spot!
Now that's a catch.
Totally out of ideas, but hot damn fishing. Yeah, that's my thought exactly.
What even is this? Now that's a catch.
On the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. What would be the steel bird? Got nothing that matches that. Frame loss! Thank you for the host. How was your stream, buddy? We're currently in the middle of trying to figure out a puzzle that has us stumped. Lots of fun. You having some fun with your trials? Hey, Devorn, how's it going? Baby frame. Ah! I was right when we came here first. God damn it. I just missed the frickin' prompt. You're also having some trails, I see. Yeah, we're playing Trails of Cold Steel. We're, I think, about halfway through the game right now. Steel bird perched at the water's edge. Blasco seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdallport. This is where I came first, damn it! The crane! That's why I came here first, Abuza. Because a crane is, you know, not spelled the same, but a crane is a bird. Perched at the water's edge. I just couldn't figure out what the burden was they were talking about. And I walked right past this, damn it. Last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdallport. And that would make it white burden these containers. I guess. Can't see a card attached to any of them, though. Who did say it would be at the bottom? Perhaps we should discuss this with whoever's in charge here and ask him to check the containers for us. That would be Port Chief Dan Berto. We met him earlier today, so let's see if he's willing to help us. Explanation! The card was affixed to the bottom of the containers. How the devil did that get stuck to the bottom like that? Shut up, phone. You wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the container, and that would have meant using the crane. But when did he do it? None of us have ever noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. That aside, what does the card say? Yeah, let's see. The final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark, nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. Okay. A black ark nestled within the steel car that marches with the minutes. This one is easy. Like, marches with the minutes makes me think of a clock. Next one is here in Heimdallport 2. Oh, it is? Okay. So it says final key and Crimson Crown too, so let's see where that's at. The last one. Marches with the minutes? What? And they said... And he just said that it's in this area?
This looks like a nice spot.
No, I can't go fishing here. I already went. Yep, it's in the port. Is it on the tram? It's on the tram. Sitting here looking at everything but our fast travel system behind us. I guess it's that the last clue refers to the orbital tram. That seems like the best fit. What about marching with the minutes? Tram schedule, of course. Yep. Arriving and departing at preset times. Heimdall Port is the starting and ending point for all the trams in the city, so you could say the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense in a weird way. I guess this is the place then. Get the driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, sir, do you think you could do us a favor? No, get the fuck out. I mean, what do you need? Explanation! The infamous Phantom Thief B hid something on this tram car? Yes, we believe that to be the case. Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on. Look around as much as you want. Thanks for your cooperation. Oh man, I hope this means I'm gonna be famous. It's a bomb. It's a bomb! Oh god! How inconspicuous. No one would ever notice it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago. The driver's Phantom Thief B. He's in disguise. Get him! Wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Yep, there's the tiara. Yep, this is it. So this is the storied Crimson Tiara. It has such a fiery glow. Wow, so this thing's worth 100 million Mira, huh? I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah, we've got to be really careful about getting this back to the jeweler safely.
So the tiara really was in there, huh? Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself.
Or it's you.
I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
Or he's just wearing a hat that's covering his
I'll
eyes.
say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Rean?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I'm staring at you, Blue Blanc.
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
Called it!
What?
As soon as I heard his voice. Can't hide that voice from me. Oh.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
His Phantom Thief B costume is literally his normal clothing with just a mask. You're so cleverly disguised. It could not be you.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B. Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
Right away.
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises, nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ah, I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Can't see the face. You have no proof. Habuza, come on.
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
Ah, what?
What?
He's a witch! Burn the witch!
How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
Green and the others scoured the area for Phantom Thief B, but try as they might, they found no trace of it. After reporting the details of the incident to City Hall, they trekked back to the jewelers to return the tiara. Well, he can teleport. Game's over. Can't believe you were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I almost get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh no, not at all. Phantom Thief B's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how fixated he is on us, I don't think that's at all likely. Well, better not to say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. All element sepith times 500. Nice! That's a lot of sepith. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique after all. We have more sepith lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Well, that's all of our tasks. Whew, that was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief B was an even more unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Annoying to think his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, though, his name is pretty well known around here. He was plenty suspicious even when we first met him, but I didn't suspect he would prove this much of a troublemaker. Something wrong, Rean? Just thinking, he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable, not to mention all the other things he did. If this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at the master level. I can't disagree, true. But why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A, too, though I can't imagine why. Hold on. My father again? This is Class 7, Group A, Rean's Roars is speaking. Hello, hello! Sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Oh, got it in one! How'd you guess? Don't tell me. Is it your smoldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher? I have many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you don't usually call us while we're out on a field study. Something wrong? Actually, there's something I'd like Group A to go. Somewhere I'd like Group A to go. When you've finished up what you have to do for your field study, I'd like you to head over to Sanct District. Okay, let's see. That's where Heimdall Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Elise's Academy is somewhere around there too. Yeah, that's the place. I want all of you to be assembled outside St. Estrella's Girls' Schools at 5 o'clock. Group B will be there too. What? Don't worry, I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, have fun. Toodles! Hey, hold on. What's wrong now? It sounded as though the instructor is being her usual irresponsible self again. Pretty much. I don't know what she's thinking. Explanation. Oh god, what has she done now? I have no idea. I'm worried now. I'm more worried about this than I am with the whole Blue Block ordeal. Oh, I know where that is. That Girls' Academy is for nobles, isn't it? Isn't that the one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attend there myself, but I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Oh no! Girls' Academy, huh? I'm kind of curious. I'm sure she has her reasons. Weird ones, probably. It's almost evening, so we should finish up here and start heading over. The best way to get to Sank District is by tram, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter where we catch that tram from. It'll pass through there. I almost dread to think what we'll have to do when we get there, though. Can I stop hiccuping? That would be great. Actually, while we're here, let's go get our money real quick. Wow! We got a lot of mass. Holy shit. Thank you. Why? Oh, I have to use the tram. I have to use the tram, dude. Okay. That we'll have time to do anything else once we've arrived at Sank District. Should we get going? Yeah, I mean, we finished everything else, so yeah. Let's go. Can we deal with Phantom Thief B again instead? I wish. Wait, Abuza, I thought you loved Sarah. Uh-oh. The schoolgirls are all here. Wow, that was random. Okay.
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit.
Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
I do, but she has crappy ideas. I mean, you're right. You're right.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
Oh no. I have a bad feeling.
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonian, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Eugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
You must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as imperial governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
Ah, you made it.
Hi.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning. Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Don't worry, I will fix that.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait. Did you two...
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now. Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms. Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
Yes!
That's
Pajama
gross
party.
for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
I want to go to the pajama party.
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell. It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say?
It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost District. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Rain?
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you, too. It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones?
What?
The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here? Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine.
Oh no!
Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estrella Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
I know it's been like a week and a half since the beginning of this chapter. You're boned, no going back now. I mean, I don't think I had an option if we wanted to get through the game and get to the festival. Yee! Boys! I don't think I've seen that uniform before. That uniform's the farthest in the military academy. My brother studied it there when he was younger. Oh, isn't that the military? I can't read that fast! Oh my, isn't that Lady Laura? She always looks so gallant. Oh, do you think she's transferring here? Isn't that blonde boy Eustace, Duke Calabrea's son? You think that boy's a foreigner? He's so tall. Oh, that redhead is so cute. That silver-haired girl looks like she needs a hug. The little girl looks so cultured. The girl with the glasses is such an amazing figure. What? You can feel their stares boring holes in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. And Laura's as popular as ever. Can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. Think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I don't know. I don't care. Oh.
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's rose garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside. Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests.
Yep.
Thank you. Please show them in.
Oh.
No way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know.
Are you starting to remember the beginning of the chapter's cutscenes?
Now, if you'll
Habuza?
follow me...
There was a lot this chapter.
I knew it.
Oh my overkill.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Alphen. Alphen Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
The pain in the ass princess. I don't think they can use that subtitle though. The Rosengarten.
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside,
Awkward. You know what she's gonna ask? Can we run home now? Habuza, I don't get to leave. You don't get to leave either. You're stuck here with me, alright? You're right there. You're stuck here with me. Don't you leave me with her. Don't you dare leave me with her.
it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Saint Estrella too.
Listen, they left that window on the left side open and unlocked. I see my escape route. No, Habuza, you're staying here. Don't make me get the leash.
But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thors, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness.
What weapon would she use?
Got you to look. But Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Elliot's in love. Either that or he's realizing that she's his ultimate enemy since he's the bringer of death.
Me too.
Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Rean Schwarzer. Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness!
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Rean? Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Run! A bell to call the army.
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask.
Oh no. Oh no. Abort mission. Abort mission.
Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
Abort mission!
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness.
Elise got that murder face.
Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Okay, now what? Princess be greedy.
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean? Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
it's a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, it's the prince.
And you as well, young lady. Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable.
So, Habuza, I don't remember if you were here at the end of the, like, when we first got to the academy. We went into the old schoolhouse for the first time to meet everybody. At the very end, I believe he was the one who was talking to the principal about our class.
Who's this guy?
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution.
After the puppy was put down viciously by me? Exactly. I think
In
this was
truth,
him?
I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school.
Yeah, creepy.
Whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens. Ah, the romance.
Very creepy. Glitter bomb! Ah, Eustace got hit by it.
I think that's quite enough. Any more of that, and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
He already started before he arrived.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister. Oh, wait. So this is... Whoa. Indeed.
Indeed. Oh, sorry, I got eyelash dive bombing my eyeball. Yep.
'Tis I, Olivert Ricey Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince. I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Totally wasn't making a clip. I don't believe you. Communion room. Are you making a clip of me getting attacked in the eye?
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness.
Oh my god, the random generated title this clip is too good. Don't post the link, you'll get silenced. I haven't figured out how to add a whitelist yet, Habuza. What's the title, though?
I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the Imperial family, but still.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I got an idea. It's gonna go quiet for a hot second. There. Enjoy your sword. Now you can post links.
I'm not surprised.
Why? Because I felt like it. Also, so if you wanted to post clips in chat, you can.
Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's?
What? Swiss Artistic Gym? Cool story, bro? That's the title I gave it? That's funny.
I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
That's surprisingly forthright.
Judging by the fact that you called it Wham, I'm going to assume it was the smack right there. If it was, I'm totally going to turn that clip into a GIF.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the Imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
Nice.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's Military Academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7, and why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Elliot, you are the bringer of death. When will you get self-esteem?
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision.
You know, gotta say I like Prince Olivert. Man is a revolutionary thinker.
Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the classes run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. And that was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it...
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
So it's not Sarah picking where we're going.
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country. Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
So I wonder what was to be gained by going to the different field studies then. I know, right? Like, I understand from our perspective the benefits we got from it, but I don't understand from the chairman's perspective, or the board's perspectives, what the trade-off was.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thors who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke.
Oh, it's Van Dyke. I've been calling him Van Dyke this whole time.
I once attended Thors myself and studied under him.
Whoops.
He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
She's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait. Purple Lightning?
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
They know the secrets I need. I know. Give us your secrets.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild.
Aha!
One of the
Well, we
Empire's
already
most
figured
famous
that out.
bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
This chapter has been loaded with so much lore dump. I wonder why it's taking us so long to get to the friggin' festival. Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Alphen, of all people. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Hey, Elise? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care of on your way back to your lodgings. You will, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. Wait. Don't worry. Kind of understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. That death glare from the entire group. Jesus. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Reen, I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. No! Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course. See, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Machia's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one in Crystal Garden at Mater Park, right? Oh no, this is what I thought we avoided. Indeed, anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping you would join me as my dance partner, Reen. Does that mean... Do you think Your Highness knows the old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of the tabloid and speculation. So there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great an honor for someone like me. Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzers have long had deep ties with the Imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reen? Well... I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No, that's not what I mean, Your Highness. That's my sister, all right. She really knows how to twist the knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Olivert. Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Ah, I see. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else. Or is there someone you're already courting? Elisa, save me! Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, how am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Very well, I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. We avoided it. Yes! Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. He really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. No, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Yeah, tonight it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. I weren't the only one feeling nervous the whole time. Prince Olivert was an even more unusual person than I'd heard. Victory? No doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think he's the one who made Class 7 possible. Seemed rather easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seem to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop, too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. I mean, I had a feeling about it the first time she mentioned them. A rank is more or less the highest you can be, too. I assume you already knew about her history, Fee? Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. Sarah's here! God damn it, Sarah. How long have you been there? So you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit, doesn't it? I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh, did you hear an old maid singing? Shh, did you hear an old maid sighing? Sick burn, Fee. What was that? Oh, hello. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite the unusual combination. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. What? What evil schemes? Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've given the chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he decided this would be the best way to handle the issue. Oh, shit. Now, if you'd be so kind to get on board. Oh, God. I'll explain everything to you in the command post in Heimdall Central Station. Habuza, I don't think we're getting our festival. Oh no, I don't do well in being confined by the cops. By the cops. Terrorists! Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group's members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in Nord Highlands who was trying to start the war is a member? G. So he's one of them, hmm? Said his name was Gideon, or G, or something like that. So that's what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow, on the first day of the summer festival? We're currently operating under the assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord, and they intend to make their next move soon. Tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight, after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret. Then you reveal yourself with a bang. Keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. You want us to assist with the countermeasures against them? Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall Military Police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there'll be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. It'd surely be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP has no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the city, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious than if they tried. Well, wow, these two really seem to have a messy history between them. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although, it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbow recently. So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the government needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. Summer Festival is a busy time, after all. Lots of little details that need to be squared away. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'll be glad to join with the terrorist countermeasures. How much they paying us? Good question. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now, let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. I'd like to voice my opposition to this. It sounds like too much work. Alright, fine. Habuza, you and Fee, go take a nap. The rest of us will get to work. Well, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about 1.5 years ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really, I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I friggin' knew it. I guess she was talking about the instructor? Still, instructor, what is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while myself. The guild used to be a pretty active here in Aravonia, right? Well, yeah, the direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up, but I'm sure you already know that. The culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then, the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches started closing one by one, with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor? Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. Started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class's homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Head pats! Fee got head pats! Not good enough. So that's what happened. You mentioned that that a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attacks? What was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group Fee used to run with. They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps. From the sound of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. Figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are more interested in just two things: money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the Nord Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I've never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that. Which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step. But if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. The instructor never changes, does she? For sure? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her own workplace. You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Yay!
I've got a little reward here for you.
Gladiator belt.
Drinks are on me someday.
1 o'clock in the morning. By the Esperanza. Ominous. Gideon.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber.
Yeah!
It.
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
That hood is not helping him at all.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As
Gonna pull
long
out
as
the
I
flute.
have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us.
Lesage? Wait, did I miss something?
Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all.
Oh my god, you're right, that's the guy from Lesage. Oh my god, you're right. Lesage. We knew we shouldn't have trusted you. We were foolish. Laura, take off the boots. They're booby-trapped. I knew those clothing options were too good to be true. Well, what better way to be able to fund their terroristic ways than by selling top fashion? Alright, I'm going to check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay? Will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the RMP. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact. But I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Well, there's always selling protection against Elliot. There is no protection against Elliot. Alright, we should get moving too. Also, welcome back, Tucker. Got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah said she'd contact us around noon, too. Let's be off then. Yeah. I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people since it's the first day of the summer festival. It's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. Never said it wasn't a scam. Please remember that the Imperial Family's parade will be taking place today. We will be stopping and redirecting traffic in order to accommodate it. We humbly ask for your cooperation. Okay. Hi, Fiona. You have a stall. You have a gelato stall. Ta-da! Welcome to a Toil stall. Fiona, what are you doing here? What else? I'm helping out. Can I interest you in in the super special gelato that me and Agnes made together? Those actually look great. I think I'm in danger of just handing you my wallet here. Tetra Gelato. Restores 700 HP, strength, defense, art strength, arts defense plus 25%? Oh my god, it's an ultimate buff! Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Protect your body, but you can't protect your soul. Alright, I'm buying a bunch of these. Those are amazing. Thank you. Sup, kid? What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing? And there goes all the money. Do you know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see. I don't know. This is some good stuff. It might even be too juicy to share. Speak up, or we'll force it out of you. Right, okay, I'll get it. Dang, you two are scary. So yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room was empty, as if no one had ever lived there. The only room left in there was the only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite the curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like kind of a stretch. Whoa there, you guys seem like you've got some good material. What's this about? Terran wrists? Come on, fill me in. Don't worry, it's nothing important. There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though. Agreed, I think we'd do well to keep the story in mind. That's all there is to investigate on Alto Street. We should move on to another part of the city. I guess we'll just move straight down the list. We got two things we can get in here. The Sage. Oh no! I think that was a different man. I think that was a different man there. He was just wearing the same clothing. Maybe? Maybe? Maybe not. That was interesting. So where are you leaving to, huh? It's totally him. Kill him now! Suspicious. I'm waiting for my boyfriend to get here. Oh, I'm so nervous. I wonder if he'll notice my new earrings. Your boyfriend's not coming. Officers, you shouldn't be in the street. I got stopped by a policeman when I tried to cross the road earlier. I feel like I'll get a better view over there, too. It's not fair. If I can't go over there, I can't really know how much worse this spot is. Okay. Orbital Factory? No, not the Orbital Factory. We want where did we get the armors? Right around the corner. That's right. Oh, hello. Okay, sis, say cheese. Come on now, stop fidgeting. The photo's going to end up all blurry. Cheese! Cheese. Am I blocking your shot? Is this how you do a photobomb? Am I properly photobombing right now? Come on, come on, take the picture of me. And even if not, Elliot demands sacrifices. Well, now my running joke for the rest of the series. What? That's totally him? Kill him now? Yo, Watson. We should have enough to up everyone's weapons. Let's get some people some coats. It's not really beneficial to give it to Laura. She already has something better. Blameless Sage. I'm waiting for them to come out and be like, we are the terrorist group known as La Sage. No, curse you, La Sage. I will legit lose my shit. I bet it's Ramsey's son that we have to talk to. No, it's Crow! What are you doing here, Crow?
Woohoo! I'm on a roll! I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah, hey guys! How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the Academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning?
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets.
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you?
Yes. Yes, you do.
There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess.
Jesus.
I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over in the Sonk district. Peace.
Thanks.
Come on, goddess, let me win that prize.
Oh, addiction to gambling. Crow likes shiny. Yes, he does. Yep, Crow better than me.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
So irresponsible.
That's Crow for you. Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
What's wrong? Did you notice something? Thought I sensed someone suspicious. Do you think it was one of the terrorists? We can typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like these. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them. Either way, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Agreed. That's all there is to investigate in Vancouver Street. Time to move to the other areas of the city. Didn't hear you complaining about Crow when he whipped out 2 pistols and helped rescue your sister, Reem. That's Crow for you. Let's go to the Gagne district. Can we go see the opera now? Nope. We're not gonna get it. Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? So, we meet again. Did you come all the way here just to see me? Miss Clotilda? I didn't think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again, doing a patrol of the city. Aw, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace, too. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us once 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it women's intuition. Anyway, you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of that beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I've slept wonderfully these past couple nights. But now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. Did? There were 2 of them talking in the back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though. A plan? That does sound rather suspicious, although we don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. I'm happy to have been of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes, I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I see. I wish I could go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that, obviously. Well, good luck. We wish you all the best. The same to you. Anyway, goodbye for now. You guys forgot to get your autograph again. That's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. Time to move on to one of the other areas. Ost. Ah. Here's the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in a residential area? Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdall. I find entrances to the underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know that they shouldn't go near them. That puts me at ease. Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? What's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out up here yesterday are gone. What does that mean? It's likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out, and then they erased any evidence that would suggest they had, erasing our footsteps in the process. Sound about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely. Doesn't hurt to keep this in the back of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Ost district. Time to move on to one of the other areas of the city. I mean, it's unlocked. Kitty! Had to kitty. Drykles!
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
They must have all come to see the Imperial family's parade.
I'm going to assume we still can't fish
Ooh,
again.
This looks like a good spot.
If the game has taught us anything. Yep. Cards. Back to our music, man. Anything new to say? Are you aware that today marks the anniversary of the end of the War of the Lions? Let us sing then. Sing to celebrate the peace we have granted. Okay, bye. Palace sure looks festive today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? Pretty nuts. Yeah, they've even got special security arrangements for the event. I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high-quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives, too. I guess you can't be too careful with the members of the Imperial family. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard, too. Seeing them in person, it appears those stories were all true. They should be able to handle any crisis that it may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in Drenkel's Plaza. There's more city to see. Let's keep moving. Mater Park. Oh, just right here? This area appears to be appropriately well guarded. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall Military Police. Looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of the security of the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight, considering the garden party is going to be held here. Yeah, especially with Princess Alphen in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to the members of the Imperial family. I thought I smelled something familiar. Patrick! What are you doing here? Oh, Patrick, you're here too? But of course. I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. I see you're all tied up with your field studies or whatever you call them, even on such a fine day, you poor soul. It really does get under my skin. Gotten used to it already. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestin, always attends you, but I don't see him today. It's true, he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boots without his butler's help. I just got the impression his butler was there more to keep an eye on him. You say something? Me? Of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alphen. Try not to be too jealous now. Now, if you'll excuse me, should we tell him that we had dinner with her yesterday? I can't say I'm all that jealous, considering all that time we spent talking with her yesterday. Even invited Rean to be her dance partner. You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Well, the security in this area seems perfect, so it should be relatively safe from terrorists. Yeah, I think it's time to move on to another area. Are you sure it's perfect? Something bothering you? I feel like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, oh... Well, maybe it'll come back to us later. Say we accept the dance invitation? I think it's too late. I don't think we had a choice in that. Also, are we sure it's safe? They don't have anyone covering the entrance to the underground. Come on, why can't we tell them? We know. The underground, you fools. The underground! Because we're not allowed. What in Idios' name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me young folks these days can't count on any of them. Is there some kind of problem here? Oh, you're the students from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. What kind of problem? Well, it's nothing you need to worry about, but last night a bunch of our younger workers just quit. Just like that. Most of them hadn't even been here for more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work, too. Now, thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown all out of whack. That is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with? This one's all on us. We should be... I hit the volume on accident. We should be able to fix our own problems after all. If they were going to quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacements. I'll bet they got all caught up in the festival hoopla and just decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Something about this seems kind of fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs? Timing does seem suspicious. Yeah, let's keep this one in the back of our minds for now. Anyway, we've patrolled each of the areas assigned to us at least once. It's almost noon now. We might as well wait for Inspector Sarah to contact us. Wait for her to contact us? Yes. Back to Alto? I guess it was go back to Alto. Okay. Hello? This is Class 7, Group A, Green Schwarzer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update. Understood. Huh, she sounds way more serious than usual. I'm sorry, I gave the wrong voice. Report. I see. Something sounds off, all right. Though, judging by Fee's reactions, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening just behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from Valflame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to the Heimdall Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Alfin is headed to Mater Park in the northeast, and Prince Olivert will be going to Heimdall Racetrack in the southwest. Prince Olivert's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him, though, so I'm not worried about him. I've asked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alfin. Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood. We'll head to Mater Park at once. Oh god, are we still gonna dance with her? Is that the instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it. The limousines carrying Princess Alfin is about to leave Valflame Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Right. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible then. We can follow the main street. Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head to Mater Park. Well, I think we're ready, so let's do it. Probably have to begin our patrol right away once we reach Mater Park. It'd be smart to make sure we've sorted out everything before we go. Traveling to Mater Park will continue the story. Got it. In that case, let's do it. Oh my god, we finally get to see the royal family! Wait, it's just cars. Can't even see through the windows. Those sweet turning animations. It's quite nice to be out and about like this once in a while. Though, it would have been even nicer if you'd gotten dolled up. Just think, we would look so adorable making our debut together at the garden party, wouldn't we? I wish you'd think a little more before you say something like that. We may be friends, but I'm still just a baron's daughter. I can't very well go around equating my appearance at the party with that of the Imperial Princess debut or otherwise. Oh, you're so old-fashioned, Elise. Both the national and local governments are headed by commoners now. Times have changed, or is it that you're still annoyed that I asked your brother to the dance? Maybe I really should invite him to be my dance partner next year. Your Highness, please, that's enough. Oh, come, I'm sorry, Elise. It seems there's still a ray of hope for you. After all, it doesn't look like he has a girlfriend at the moment. Yeah. Still, surrounded by that many lovely ladies, I doubt that'll remain true for long. I don't... Oh no, the sister is there also. Yep. I suppose you're right. If Rean were to find someone, perhaps that would be for the best. Both for him and for me. Elise... I'm sorry, just thinking out loud, but don't mind me. The people are all waiting for you to wave it to them. Go wave, princess. God. Stop cheating. Jesus. You need to get your brakes checked if you were moving that slow and they screech that hard. Holy crap. Patrick. Of course, Patrick's in the front. Brown-nosing little snob. Oh, is he gonna be pissed when we show up with an elf and greets us? Oh, those two must be pretty tight. Princess really looks the part, though. Indeed, that dress of imperial crimson suits her wonderfully. Damn, I'm starting to feel jealous of Patrick after all. Alright, looks like this area is under control. Let's go grab something for lunch and do another sweep of the city. Okay. I'd be totally okay if nothing out of the ordinary happened today. Are you serious? We're just leaving right away? I was expecting more out of that. Oh hey, some of the Thor students are here too. Afterward, they had a quick lunch at one of the stalls in Garnier District. After they finished up, they decided to do another suite of their assigned areas. No matter how hard they searched, nothing seemed to miss. Finally, Group A made their way toward Dreckel's Plaza, where traffic had previously been restricted. Excuse me. Sounds like a good time to me. 2:40 p.m. I imagine most of the ceremonies around the capital are finishing up about now. Wait, if Sis is with Princess, then that is likely the area something might happen at. Does that mean more anime protagonist power? We might go shonen. We might go shonen again, man. Although Princess Alphen and the others won't be coming back until later this evening, right? Yeah, the ceremony itself ends soon, and there's a social event afterwards that lasts until this evening. Seems that this is likely the time that many will begin to let their guard down then. The perfect time for the terrorists to make their move. I really hope we're just overthinking this. So do I, but at the very least, we need to remain vigilant until the day is over. Right. Okay, the traffic restrictions have been lifted now, so let's walk around the plaza. Something happening over there. You're a new stall. Do you have anything for me? Choco banana crepe and a banana crepe. I'm good. Hey, don't let your guards down. Pretty tired now, probably because of all those meetings last night. Everything's going smoothly so far. 3 hours until they return. I guess I could use that time to relax. No, now is not the time to relax. Whoa, wait a minute. Towa and Angie. God, I see who it is.
Towa! Angelica!
See, even he says Towa the way I do. Towa!
Oh, I didn't expect expect to meet all of you here.
Well, isn't this a coincidence?
President Herschel?
We certainly weren't expecting to encounter the two of you out here.
Huh? Looks like the goddess herself brought us together. And now that she's granted us this chance, what do you two say we...
I'm afraid we'll have to decline. We have our field study to attend to.
Ooh.
What'd she
Turn
say?
down. Turn down.
Will she ever learn?
Looks like those rumors about her were true.
Elliot over there just like,
Did you ride your orbital
yes.
bike all the way here?
Yeah, you can make it from Trista to here in 40 minutes on a good day. So I plopped Toa on the back of the seat and off we went.
It almost seems like a metallic horse.
It's pretty cool. Angie's not the most careful driver, so it wasn't exactly what I'd call a leisure cruise. I really love the festival atmosphere, though. I just wish I could enjoy it without the threat of a terrorist attack hanging over us.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Did Instructor Sarah tell you?
Yep, I've been helping out a little with your field studies, too. Yesterday, I was the one who passed on the governor's request to Instructor Sarah, for example.
Of course. Hey, Regal. Thanks for the lurk.
I got pretty worried when I heard about terrorists, so Angie and I decided to see what was happening.
I see.
It appears you've done much for us without us even realizing it.
Thanks. It's nothing really. I'm not doing any of the heavy lifting.
Oh? I thought you were helping with all the paperwork and travel arrangements so everything runs smoothly. And that you're the liaison for our contacts in every region because Instructor Sarah keeps slacking off.
Seriously?
Caught.
I swear, just when I'd started thinking she was better than we were giving her credit for.
Yeah, that's a little much, even for her.
So that's what they're all doing there. Makes sense. Yep. Which
It's
means
fine.
Georgie's got to be
Really,
around here somewhere.
I'm sure she's got lots of stuff on her plate. Anyway, I heard you guys got to meet the princess. I'm so jealous. I wish I could have met her too.
We could hardly believe we met her ourselves.
She really does look kinda angelic. If I'd only shown up earlier and tagged along with you.
Princess Alphen's beauty is definitely one of our national treasures. But your sister's quite the looker herself. I hope I get a chance to meet Elise again someday, too.
Actually, she's attending the garden party as Princess Alphen's attendant right now.
Really? Oh, if only I could get Princess Alphen, Elise, and Fee together in the same place.
Ugh.
We could call them the Fabulous 15s.
Don't look now, but I think you're being co-opted into some sketchy-sounding group.
Sounds good to me.
If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to my father and attended that party after all. But no, I couldn't have. I couldn't spoil my charms by wearing a dress. Oh! I could have worn a tuxedo instead. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
Angie? Maybe you're putting a little too much thought into this.
Hey, the gang's all here.
Hi, Crow.
Crow?
Oh, we didn't know you were here either.
Fancy running into you.
Yeah.
You said you were going to the summer races, didn't you?
How'd the main race go?
Don't ask.
Oof.
Who could have guessed that Black Prince would come from behind in a burst of speed like that? And then Lumberblitz barely squeezing past into second. There's no way anyone could ever see an upset like that coming.
Oh, I guess I won with those 4 to 5 odds. Glad I decided to pony up some cash for that after all.
Wait, you're the one who won the special prize? Oh, stop feeling up Lady Luck, would you?
You're just sore because I've got better karma than you.
Angie really does have scarily good luck with stuff like this. Sounds like the bell's chiming 3 o'clock.
Guess that means all the ceremonies must be wrapping up.
Perhaps we should make another round of our patrol areas, just to be safe.
That seems like a sound idea.
Yeah, we should get back to our patrols. It was good to see you, everyone.
Okay, take care out there.
Huh? Back to work already?
I've got my Arcus with me, just give me a ring if anything happens.
Will do.
Huh? Huh? What's wrong?
It feels almost as though... My guess would be there's been an increase in the water pressure.
Yeah, this must be...
Is this...
Is it some kind of festival attraction?
I don't think so.
Oh shit. I knew we should have checked out the waterways. Don't let Toa fool you. She's the only one who rivals Elliot's appetite for destruction. I wonder if at some point we're going to be able to use her in a fight.
This must be the
We know she has
terrorists.
an Arcus.
Yeah, it seems that way. Angie, Crow, give me a hand. We need to evacuate everyone. The military police have their hands full. We need to handle this ourselves.
Right.
Worried what weapon she uses? I know, right?
Gotcha.
I bet you it's a giant hammer.
Okay, let's all...
No, we've got this. You have something else you need to take care of. Something important.
More important than this?
What do you mean?
Gotta get to Mater Park.
Mater Park.
So this is just a
Mater.
diversion?
I like Mater.
I'd bet on it.
What the hell are these things? They just came out of nowhere. Stand your ground, man! Oh, come on, Shonen, you out in power. Seriously, the group is too calm. Dude, Tucker, you've missed some shit. Our group is super calm in dangerous situations. We've run into nothing but trouble. Yes, sir. What should we do? They look like they need help. But we can't just abandon our post at a time like this. We need to contact the RMP. This is awful. You must be... You're the military academy students working with the RMP, right? Those look just like the creatures we fought in the underground passage yesterday. What are they doing rubbing around on the surface? There are quite a few, but the soldiers should be able to keep them at bay. Won't be easy, though. What was that? Came from within the Crystal Garden. Are those attending the garden party in danger? It wasn't an explosion. It sounded more like something collapsed. This isn't looking good. Green. Yeah, I know. Alright, new plan. We need to get to the Crystal Garden ASAP. Figure out what's going on in there. You guys focus on securing this area and requesting reinforcements from the RMP. Right! Helios be with you. Don't let anything happen to Her Highness. Oh shit! Gee.
What?
Patrick once again being useless. They kidnapped our sister!
Good day, Your Excellency. I do hope you'll forgive me for showing up to this party without an invitation. You. Truth be told, I have no real qualms with you, personally. However, you are a willing collaborator with the man we loathe.
Sacrifice them all to Elliot.
You guilty by association.
I figured that's what you were after. Let those girls go. They have nothing to do with this.
Your Excellency!
I'm afraid we just can't do that. After all, they've yet to play their biggest part. That of your faction's most shameful fate. Oh, but fear not. I have no intention of taking their lives.
Police!
Rain? Rain!
are you doing here?
You made it.
Dad, are you alright?
The brats from Thorns. So you've come to meddle in our affairs again, have you? Not this time, I'm afraid. I won't allow you to interfere.
What's he summoning this time? Oh, he's just making them move forward. Okay. So he's summoning another one.
Controlling those beasts?
So that's how those monsters came to be running around out here.
Green! Be careful!
Elise! Your Highness! You!
My, I can certainly tell when I'm not lying to you. I suppose we'll just have to leave then. Go, my beasts! Strip them to the bone!
Oh, hell no. I ain't afeared.
We're not going to lose to a couple of these things.
I don't think G will live after this event.
Too large monsters. Combat pattern analysis complete.
Alright, let's take them down.
Okay.
I welcome all challengers.
See, I was already ready for you fools. I was already ready.
There you go. Silky dance. That's that.
Oh, really? It's gonna be like that, huh? Fine then. We'll go all out.
You've been a wonderful audience.
And they're both confused. I love that Elliot's ultimate just does random status effects.
Radiant blade dance!
Flames, gather on my blade!
Kind of feel bad for them. Yes, Tucker, this was... You guys missed the boss fight against the single one of these down below. Yes! Elliot, make them fight amongst themselves! Yes!
Okay.
Alright, Fee. We're swapping you out.
Good luck.
I'll take care of this. I hope you're ready.
What is that?
You're finished!
Did you just pull out an anti-tank rifle? What the fuck? Holy shit!
Here we go!
Jesus Christ!
Now's your chance! Elliot!
Okay.
They're fucked. They're so fucked. Permanent sleep.
All right, let's keep going.
Alright, what'd you get? 4 turn speed boost. 4 turn speed boost. Nice.
I did it!
I did it!
Nature's pocket holds many surprises, it seems, with Machias. Spawn on a fucking anti-tank rifle!
We
Holy
must
shit.
pursue them at once. There's no time to rest.
Dad, you're bleeding.
This little scratch? Nothing to worry about.
But never mind me. Her Highness is in danger. Please, go after her.
All right.
Wait! Take me with you too.
Patrick? No. I need you to stay and protect everyone who's still here.
Those monsters are still roaming around outside, and the governor is wounded.
But... Please, if you're here, at least I can go knowing my father is in safe hands.
Wow.
Fine, I'll stay.
That's settled then.
Let us give chase then.
Your Excellency, please let the Railway Military Police know what's happening as soon as you can.
You can count on it.
Hot damn. Hot damn. And with that, it is perfect timing because I do have shit to do in 5 minutes. So we're gonna end it here. I know, Habuza, another rough cliffhanger. Let's go ahead and pop ourselves back over to here. Yep. Alright, that'll do it for today. This is gonna be so mad. Woo! Cliffhanger just means people gotta come back and know the end result. Exactly. So I will be live again tomorrow. Because once again, we are in the middle of my 2 weeks off of work on furlough. So I'll be spending a lot of time on here. I had really hoped that we would have gotten a lot further yesterday, but Twitch didn't agree with us for that. So I got the bot working today and then immediately went live as soon as I was done. So that'll do it for tonight. So used to ending so much later. Reminder, in 3 hours at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, I will be live. Head pats. I will be live with Biohazard over on his channel. There should be a working link down below. Otherwise, it's Biohazard 1987, where we've been sharing a lot of our streams afterwards. And tonight we'll be doing some more of the new Crossout event that's going on right now, where we're playing the current Battlefield mode. So you can come over and hang out at that time. Tomorrow I will be live. Follow either on Twitter or on the Discord. I'll pop those into chat here to know what the status is of things and know exactly when we go live. Because I don't have like a set schedule during all of this mess going on right now. It's more along the lines of when I finally have enough energy in me from coffee and all the things I want to get done for the day are done. Especially since I keep trying to add new things to the stream. Anyway, thank you all again so much for hanging out. Do we have anyone who's currently live to go and raid? But hopefully tomorrow we'll finally finish Chapter 4. This has been one hell of a meaty chapter, if I say so. Let's see. Not really, I don't have anyone live that I on my friends list right now. Well, again, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you all. Trails is on sale again on Humble. Is it just the first one, or is it all of them? More importantly, number 2. Link it to me in the Discord channel, Habuza, if you get a chance. Anyway, speaking of the Discord, reminder again, in the Discord, in the what is it? The Stream Ideas channel. I am still looking for people's opinion on what we might want to play once we finish this game. Whether it's a game I've put out there from the few that I've been looking at from my own list, or if there's other games you want me to look into for the future, you can go in there and throw that on there. You look through the list and see. Okay. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Again, have a wonderful evening. And tomorrow we'll hopefully be able to resolve this crisis that we're in the middle of. Thank you again. I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.